I do want to take off on something that Father said about us all being children of God. Hazrat Anaya Khan, who's the author of the prayer that I'll read, devoted his life to promoting the unity of religious ideals. And he uses the symbol of the sun. There's one God, the sun. The rays coming out are all the different expressions of the different faiths. And here we are, rays of that sun. And with that, I'd like to read the prayer. Send thy peace, O Lord, which is perfect and everlasting, that our souls may radiate peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may think, act, and speak harmoniously. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may be contented and thankful for thy bountiful gifts. Send thy peace, O Lord, that amidst our worldly strife we may enjoy thy bliss. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may endure all, tolerate all, in the thought of thy grace and mercy. Send thy peace, O Lord, that our lives may become a divine vision, and in thy light all darkness may vanish. Send thy peace, O Lord, our Father and Mother, that we, thy children on earth, may all unite in one family. Amen.
My 6 words are who, why, what, when, where, and how. I mean, I must have changed this thing 10 times. I just got married. My wife told me, stop preparing lectures, just talk. So I decided, okay, I'll just do words again. Years ago, I used to just do words. And then I found people wanted some structure. And I said, I can't stay with structure because no matter what I write, I change it anyway. So the question is who, why, what, when, and where. And maybe that's not the order it should be, but that's why I wrote it down when I wrote it. Who are we? We are creatures that God has created. We're ultimately all human beings, coming from the same spirit and the same soul. And the only difference with each of us is how we begin to utilize those qualities and gifts that the Creator has given us. Why are we here? We are here today specifically to acknowledge the fact that there needs to be a change in our world in a direction that's going towards peace. We need to move towards peace. And we needed to do that because God has established that in all our religions. Jesus talked about peace. Moses talked about peace. Abraham talked about peace. Muhammad talked about peace. Noah talked about peace. All of them, with one way of action, spoke about peace and the need to live together as human beings. And yet there's differences of us, but yet the house is one. The Muslims pray to the Kaaba. The Kaaba represents one universe, one house, one family, one united people. What? What are we to do? I mean, you know the answer, but as I look upon the order, I really see what we need to do. We need to get out and reach out to the young people and tell the young people, inspire the young people. That's hard. That's a difficult thing with all that they're facing. But part of our legacy will be how many young people did we bring to what it is we know is right and what should be done. When do we need to do it? N-O-W. Right now. There's no time wasting. We're in a crisis. Some say it's the great and dreadful day. Some say it's the beginning of Armageddon. Someday we get ready to have the rapture. All these things are happening. The Muslims recognize that there's a change coming. All of us recognize that. Now, none of us know the date things going to happen. We know it's coming. So we have to be in Arabic, we call it the Sapikun. We have to be the foremost. We have to be the one that's out in front. We have to be the one to stand up. We have to be the one that recognizes, speak out, stand up, speak out, and do what's necessary. And not be afraid of the consequences. What was his name? Reverend? what was the
Franz
name?
Jägerstätter.
Franz Jägerstätter?
Oh, Franz.
Franz Jägerstätter? We'd be like a Franz Jägerstätter. Now, I don't know how far you go back, but I go back to the 50s. And I know they got a dossier on me about that thick. I know it, because that's how long I've been fighting, since 54, since I was 14 years old. So the win is now, but the win is always. Where do we need to do it? Right here. Princeton, New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey, Hillsborough, New Jersey, Lawrenceville, New Jersey, Ewing, New Jersey, all across the United States and across the world. Because like we're going to Israel, we're hoping to bring something back from them. By the same token, we want to let them know how we support what it is that's right over there to bring about a change. How we do it? Well, what I said yesterday was prayer. And what I really said was, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you need to acknowledge is that the Creator allowed you to wake up with His blessings and give you the opportunity to go forth that day to do something for Him, do something for yourself, and do something for the world that's beneficial. Because we believe the best one amongst us is he who or she who is in service to the community. And this is a community function. We're all here as a community. And we all came from Adam and Eve. If we're not at least cousins, not brothers and sisters, but at least cousins. Truthfully. I mean, that's real. There's a website called The Common Word. I don't know how many people know about it. But A Common Word was where 178 Muslim leaders sent a letter to the New York Times protesting the terrorism that's going on within the Islamic community. And the response from around the world in various religions was tremendous. And I think I've read almost all of them by now. And I'm saying that there is a common word for all of us. Shalom, salam, peace. That's the common word. And the Quran tells us this: verily, human beings are at loss except for those who believe, do righteous deeds, and join in the mutual teachings of truth, being patient and being constant. And we understand the old story about the wise man and the two boys with the bird. At the end of the story, the wise man said, "It's in your hands," because the boy said, "If the bird's alive, we'll crush it. If the bird's dead, we'll let it go." And the wise man said, "It's in your hands." Well, I'm telling you, like I told last Sunday, I said the same thing. It's in our hands. And if we don't take responsibility for it, it's going to take responsibility for us. In other words, if we don't stand up for something, we're going to fall down for something else. Thank you.